Good evening, everyone, and welcome. We are so excited on tonight. What an awesome event that we have lined up this weekend for your pleasure, for your enjoyment, as we remember our past, celebrate our present, and embrace our future. I am so delighted to be here on tonight. I am Cheryl Harris, and I serve as the president of the South Carolina Caucus of Black School Board Members, and I am joined by the lovely Michelle Goodwin-Cowell, who serves as the secretary of our caucus and also a member of the Greenville County School District, along with the youngest kid on the block in school board history right now in South Carolina, the young 27-year-old talented Jaquel S. Brown, who serves as our PD Regional Director in the caucus. We are so excited to be here tonight. Guys, I am ready. I brought my camera. I am looking forward to tonight. I am looking forward to tomorrow. And I am looking forward to Sunday. And for those of you that have joined us tonight, we will kick off our Black History celebration with a concert that will feature children, schools, talented folk that have attended our public schools that are now recording, doing awesome and amazing things all across the country. And guess what? Even across this world. We have one performer that has done some awesome things in London. So we're excited tonight. Jaquel, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Michelle, are you ready?
I'm ready.
We are ready to go. But before we get started, guys, we have to stop. And we have to pause, and we have to thank those 4 companies that decided to fund and to sponsor this week's event. So here you go, guys. Let's pause for a quick commercial break as we celebrate those responsible for the caucus Black History celebration. Stay tuned.
And this is my assistant, Stemmy. STEM is all around us. Early Bird Kids makes STEM relevant, simple, and fun for elementary students using the LEARN model. LEARN is literacy, edutainment, application and reinforce normatives. Early Bird Kids engages and exposes children to real-life engineering experiences like our new Everblock building experience. Early Bird Kids provides an innovative way to spark an interest in elementary students and inspire them to learn and pursue STEM. Our books' reading levels are based on Lexile measurements. IBK is STEM.org certified. Today's students are tomorrow's pioneers. STEM competencies are critically important for our kids' long-term survival. Early Bird Kids develops STEM content for K through 3rd grades, including books, live shows, STEM television shows, and mobile STEM expos for school districts and parents across the nation. We want to help you light the STEM passion in our children. So let's get it done together. Visit us at earlybirdkids.com.
Awesome. Awesome. And again, we want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all of our sponsors, Shad Law Firm, to Early Bird, to volunteer.com, and to Stoney and Walker. Thank you for being a part of this weekend's event. This could not be possible without you. So kudos to our sponsors, guys. Let's give it up. Let's give it up. Thank you, guys. Couldn't have done this without you. Also want to thank the man behind the camera, DJ Larry himself, that's working so hard. And also special shout out to Derek Brown, one of the best graphic designers in the business, that designed this awesome flyer for us, getting the information out. Want to say thank you to everyone involved, because tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday could not be possible without you. So, Jaquel, are you ready?
I'm ready. I don't know about anybody else.
Ready? Are we ready to get this part? Okay.
Ready to get it started.
Wait a minute, Michelle. Aren't we supposed to be honoring somebody tonight? What's going on, Michelle?
Yes. Tonight, well, basically all weekend, we will be honoring Mr. George Fryerson, who is the last charter member of the South Carolina Black Caucus. We salute you, Mr. Fryerson.
Yes.
But he was a board member of Clarendon 3, which he was a school board member. And tonight we want to honor and celebrate him like we would be doing all weekend.
Yes.
You know, if you ever talk to this man, he knows his history.
Yes, he does.
He's going to share that history with you.
Yes, he does.
Excited about that history. And so we honor you and we salute you, Mr. George Fryerson.
Yes, we do. Yes, let's give it up. And you know what, Michelle, you said something that is so true. I have never met a man that can walk around and I mean, the years roll off his lips. 1942, S-17 was passed in the Senate, and then in 1961, and we're like, what? I mean, he knows his history, and he will challenge you to verify that he knows what he's talking about. So yes, let's give it up again for Mr. George Fryerson, our last charter member of the South Carolina Black Caucus of School Board Members. Yay! Yay. All right, Jaquel. So what do we have in the lineup tonight?
Well, Cheryl, first we have a young man by the name of Samuel Campbell. Samuel is a 12-year-old. He's been singing since he was in diapers, basically.
I believe it.
This amazing voice is a South Carolina native. And he's had the privilege to open up for major artists such as Todd Delaney and Jacqueline Carr. Cheryl, at 12 years old, I don't even know if I was singing in the church.
That's right.
I wasn't recognized yet. So
that's right.
I appreciate that.
Well, Jaquel, I have heard Samuel, and Samuel will bring tears to your eyes and chills to your bones. I have never met a kid that young that has that strong voice pipe. I mean, the boy can sing, guys. He really can. But after him, we've got Southeast Middle School and Kaufman Road Comets Drum Ensemble, both coming by way of my district, of course, Richland School District 1. And they're here to share the importance of sharing in celebrating the rich culture of storytelling, arts, drumming, and dance. Who else do we have, Jaquel?
After that Southeast Middle School and Kaufman Road Comets, we have Miss Kathy Wade McElwain, a.k.a. the Poetic Princess.
Oh, yes.
She was inspired to begin this journey 22 years ago as an inspirational spoken word poet. She states her inspiration for her writings was life-giving, and that life has always been the foundation and the drive behind her words. Kathy is the mother of 6 and a proud grandmother of 18 that keep her both grounded and on her toes. She states her mission is to encourage, uplift, and provoke you to think, and in doing so, lives will be changed.
Awesome. And she's coming to us from the upstate along with David Ezell Henry Jr., who's also a Greenville native. And he's been doing his thing in the arts since he was about 5 years old. Now, I'm told he's an amazing artist, but his vocals are unbelievable. And tonight we will get to hear a snippet of David Ezell Henry Jr. So we are excited about that. And then we're going to go on down to Atlanta, Jaquel.
Correct. That's correct.
Even though he's in Atlanta now, he is also a South Carolina native by way of Fairfield County School District, Jay Austin. He now resides in the big ATL, and he's doing some great things. His voice is both mesmerizing and uplifting. So be sure that after this concert, check him out on Spotify, iTunes, and all of the other media outlets. It's going to be lit tonight, guys. Jaquel, is there anybody else coming?
Oh, sure. We got plenty more. Following Jay Austin, we have a young lady, Miss Anya Dixon, who is a South Carolina native, raised and grounded in the public schools in South Carolina. She has taken the world by storm and traveled all over the country. She's noted for her success at the International Gospel Music Summit in 2019 and Women of Worship Gospel Music Awards in 2020. So I'm excited to hear Anya as well, Cheryl.
Okay, now let me tell you, Anya comes to us by way of Richland School District 2. So we're so happy to have her here. Now check these last two out because this is near and dear to my heart, guys. His name is Roy Latson, lives about 2 miles down the road from me. He is coming to us by way of Hopkins, South Carolina, from my alma mater, Lower Richland High School. He is a signed gospel artist with the world-renowned recording label, guys, Malaco Records. Okay? Did you hear me? Malaco. Straight out of LR, okay? And then after he's done, we're going to go up the road just a little bit. And I don't know how many of you watch The Voice, but guys, we have tonight Cam West himself, this 23-year-old proud product of my district, Richland School District 1, is a national and an international. Michelle, did you hear me? International recording artist. His talents and his efforts have landed him considerable success. From performing on the Rising Star stage, y'all, at the Essence Festival in New Orleans, guys. Okay. But guess what he's really noted for? He is a finalist. He was a finalist on NBC's The Voice, where over 45,000 people auditioned. Wow. Now, guys, y'all know he performed with his mentor, John Legend.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Guys, he is going to rip it tonight, okay?
All right.
I am telling you, Cam is so grateful to God for his success, and he is happy to perform for us today. And even when I talked to him, one of the things that I really appreciated was him saying, I want to be present and visible in the schools of South Carolina. So to all of my school board members out here and superintendents that are watching, remember Cam West, he said, hey, I'll come on virtual. I just want to let kids know that a singing voice and an anointed gifted voice is a major thing, and he wants to share it with the world. So guys, buckle up your seat belts, get ready. We about to go in. Enjoy the Black History celebration. Here we go, guys. Let's roll.
All right now.
Many times students are given a book to read and they cringe when they see it.
When you involve, I really feel like, you know, some kids, they are better taught when they can actually be involved in the process.
The benefit of combining the arts with the core curriculum is that the arts don't just shape what we know, it also shapes how we are and who we are.
Music and the arts is one of those things that allow every child to participate.
It is nothing like getting up out of the seat, going over there and engaging.
When it comes to students, it does the same thing with their ability to not just work together and cooperate, but also to re-enhance the information they're learning in their classroom.
It is interesting because I could understand it more. We get more interactive and we can act out our parts, but we also know what the parts represent.
It's been fun, but it's been educational at the same time. It's good getting out of the classroom and putting on a play, acting it out, using what we learned in the classroom.
It's very fun to get out and be active instead of just sitting in a class because you're learning at the same time, but then you're also having fun, which is a good thing in my opinion.
They're learning it while they're going. And what's funny to me is they don't even realize how much they've learned in these last 3 days.
We might mess up, but she's not really hard on us like, oh, you messed up, come on, let's do this again, let's do this again. She's really calm and laid back.
It's fun because it'd be like, listen here, chilling. That's I find that funny. So
he jumps around, he plays like he's just one of us. He makes us feel comfortable.
He brings out the best in them, and they create a really, really good dramatic piece. So it's really an awesome experience working with Mr. Henderson, and we look forward to many more years to come.
Mr. Stacy and Stace, to be honest, I kind of think of them as like a tag team duo.
They're connected, so when one person sees something, I feel like the other one sees the same thing.
You know, we can sit all day long and I can tell you about things that other great men and women have done. But if you actually not only teach them about that, but then you take them and say, okay, well, let's, you know, we showed you these monuments, let's actually go build something for a park, or let's go plant flowers, or let's go, you know, let's go make art. Kids will grasp that and they will feel like they are a part of something. And then once you make a child feel like they are a part of something, that pride is something that will live with them forever.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
What's up, everybody? It's DJ D Max. Y'all ready for the remix? I say, y'all ready for the remix? Drop line, drop that beat.
Drummers in position.
Yes.
Effortless.
We did that.
Jay Austin.
Love never found me, and it traveled away, and it left me stranded and nowhere to stay. I was unfamiliar of the meaning of love. I guess you can say my heart was never put above.
Before going into this little scenario, I pray your eyes are enlightened to the things you don't know. Because one came and said, he said, I have a dream. He hoped for more. So let's change this little routine. See, they're all out crying, what about me? While our flags are still flying high, singing, oh, say, can you see? Now here's a spinoff. Come and listen to a story about a race of people who have long sought beauty for ashes through their quest for freedom. They say that all men are to be created equal, so says the Declaration of Independence. So why is it not always inclusive of those of us that are the offspring of our past descendants? Because people have been abused by the system, misused by the system, laid down, thrown on the bus, and bruised by the system. One thing about freedom, freedom ain't never been free, never has been, nor will it ever be. Because in past history and past years, someone has always had to shed some blood, sweat, and tears so that we could be free. And then they trampled on the graves of slaves, and we're still not where we're supposed to be. Because I want to live in a land where a thought becomes a dream and a dream becomes reality. And if I can't make it happen, I'll go find someone to make it happen with me. And I want to live in a land where a little black boy and a little black girl can live in a world that's told them that it's not their world. We have long fought for civil rights, but nothing's still civilized. It's time to reverse that generational curse of mouths shut and closed eyes. You say, let freedom ring, but you're holding freedom hostage by making a mockery of our democracy with all of your hypocrisy, risking bureaucracy and indifference with no apology. Singing, we're marching up to Zion, but we march into the Capitol, seeking no justice and no peace, and still no prosecution for half of them. And you sing my country tears of thee, and you call it the sweet land of liberty. But when are we going to begin to liberate one another? We don't have to come out of the same womb to be called sisters and brothers. And are you your brother's keeper? Are you the knee on his neck? Because if you're not one, you're going to be the other. And you can trust and believe that. You can trust and believe that. Have you ever had the very life beaten out of you just by a mere look? See, I do have the right to be here. My very existence does not make me a crook. And why is it so very hard that we can't run, walk, we can't even jog? What makes our faces seem so very, very odd? Can somebody please tell me whatever happened to that brother Ahmad and a sister dying at the hands of someone else's hand? Now that right there was the very demise of Sandra Bland. And it was still a home invasion that snuffed the life out of Breonna Taylor. She had just as much right to be here as her perpetrators. And a family not present when he took his last breath. A zipped up bag in George Floyd's face was what determined his death. That's what determined his death. See, I can't convince you. I cannot even begin to convince you to accept me, but I ain't going nowhere. You want to separate us by color, but we breathe the same air? I can't begin to therapy away the fact that I'm black, nor give you a hall pass to help you get past that. We already have a preamble to the Constitution. Can we please get a preamble to our problematic solution? Like, if you feed us today, glory, but you forget about us tomorrow, you're not helping the problem. You're just adding to the sorrow. You're just always adding to the sorrow. See, because we've stood on the shoulders of our ancestors that were the innovators and the physical elevators, catapulting and molding us into facilitators. Because a dream set in motion is like a bird taking flight. Its goal is to soar to the highest of heights. See, before we were born, we were kissed by the sun, giving our tones such a glow that the stars blushed and the mountains hushed and the seas backed away and bowed. Royalty was born, though scarred and scorned. It could not erase our roots. Our kings and queens couldn't be duplicated or even replaced with substitutes. So, y'all, it's about time that we link up and soar. Because the laughing stock of the world is the laughing stock no more. And if you fought the good fight, you better keep on fighting. It's time to get up and go out and do the work and help Joe Biden. Because one nation under God is what we're supposed to be, and not a nation that's blind and unable to see. You got people in homes without power and heat, and families that don't have enough food to eat, and a desperate man without a job that doesn't know God. He might rob man, he might rob God. You can't begin to conceive the very concept of sacrifice until you first realize something so priceless still has a price. So go out and start that journey. Don't have that journey to have to be given, because life ain't life if that life you ain't living. So go out and anticipate, demonstrate, eradicate, renovate, help illuminate, resuscitate, but never ever suffocate. Want you obligate to negotiate, help exonerate, and then incorporate something, because freedom ain't free.
I got to get the camera out.
This one is dedicated to all the overcomers out there.
Anya!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Listen. Tests and trials come to make you strong, but keep the faith and just hold on. She said it comes to kill, steal, and destroy, but it'll never take my joy, 'cause I've got it. I've got the victory. I am an overcomer through Christ. For the rest of my life, I've got it, yeah. I am an overcomer through Christ. Y'all believe that today? See, in times of trouble, I call on the name that gives me power to proclaim. The world is defeated by by faith the enemy is slain. And in my heart I know Christ reigns, 'cause I've got it, I've got love. I am an overcomer through Christ. For the rest of my life I've got it, yeah. I am an overcomer through Christ. Now wherever you are, I wonder if you can just help me out on this part. Repeat after me. Say victory. God gave it to me. Victory. Said the world can't take it away. I've got victory. My God gave it to me. Victory. I said the world can't take it away. I've got love. My God gave it to me. Love deep down in my heart. Said the world can't take it away. I've got so much love. My God gave it to me. Love unconditionally. Said the world can't take it away. I've got joy, 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 joy. My God gave it to me. Joy deep down inside. Said the world can't take it away. I've got joy, joy. My God gave it to me. Joy unspeakable. I said the world can't take it away. I've got peace. My God gave it to me. That's peace that surpasses understanding. The world can't take it away. Here we go. Said the world can't take it away. The world can't take it away. No, the world can't take it away. Said the world can't take it away. No, the world can't take my joy. No, the world can't take my love. Said the world can't take my peace. No, the world can't take it away. God gave it to me, yeah. Who can take it from me? Nobody, no, 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 no. 'Cause I've got it. I am an overcomer through Christ. For the rest of my life, I've got it. I've got love. I am an overcomer through Christ.
Yeah, Anya, way to go.
Right.
In the
Yeah.
wake of last Monday's death, and police and the National Guard arresting protesters for defying a curfew imposed for the second straight night.
Why buildings are burning is because this city, this state would prefer preserving that white nationalism and that white supremacist mindset over arresting, charging, and helping to convict.
You always want to watch the news,
officers
man.
who killed the
I mean,
black
you
man.
don't want to watch this no more,
That is
man.
the reality of what we're dealing with.
You want to write a song? Well, that sounds a little better, brother.
Every night before I sleep, I fall down on my knees and I pray to the Lord. Oh Lord, my soul He keeps. 'Cause this is a mean world that we're living in, and it's hard to live, oh, because the color of our skin. What we need to do, we need to pull together through the stormy weather, make this world better. Through the stormy weather, make this world better. Each and every day, trying to find a way to the world I wanna say. Let's do things in a better way. Some have the wrong perception, some are using deception. When you look in the mirror, are you proud of your reflection? What we need to do, we need to pull together through the storm, make this world better. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pull together through the storm, make this world better. Together we stand. Make this world better. Oh, what we need to do, we need to pull together through the storm. Make this world better. It doesn't matter the color of our skin, 'cause we all bleed the same color with this world better. Mothers, tell your daughters, fathers, tell your son, oh yeah, make this world better. Somebody run, tell our senators, tell our president, we make this world a better place.
Yes, Roy. Yes.
No, we got some talent here in South
Yes.
Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
Wow. Cam West.
Whoa, oh, yeah, yeah. One day, when the war is won, we will be sure, we will be sure. Oh, one day, when the glory comes, it'll be ours, it'll be ours. Oh, one day. Whoa, yeah. Now the war is not over, victory isn't won, and we'll fight on to the finish. And when it's all said and done, we'll cry glory, oh glory, ooh, oh glory. Whoa, yeah.
Fire.
Hello, my name is Cam West. Thank y'all so very much for having me. I'm so honored, incredibly honored to be a part of this program. Again, I'm Cam West from season 18 of The Voice, and I just thought that that song would be perfect for this occasion as we honor Black history and we honor our heritage. And I really thought that that message of that song is really powerful for what we're trying to do here today. But that song is special to me for another reason. because it was written by my mentor, John Legend, who was my coach on season 18 of The Voice. So it was really special to get to work with him. Not only that, but because I made it to the finals on The Voice, I was able to write a song with John Legend. And so I want to perform that song for you all here today. I hope you enjoy it.
All right.
South Carolina has talent.
Yes, yes. And we need to showcase the talent a lot.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I don't trust you, and you don't always trust me. Sometimes you drive me crazy, but you're still my baby. We have good and bad times, happy and the sad times. But through all this sorrow, I think that we could just save it for tomorrow. Save it for tomorrow. We go back and forth, we go up and down. Roller coaster love, never on the ground. When I'm hot, you're cold. When I'm yes, you know. What is all this for? I think that we could just save it for tomorrow. Save it for tomorrow. We have our ups and downs, girl. But we will outlast the evils of this world if we just save it for tomorrow. 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 Tonight is hug and kissing. Tonight is what we're missing. Tonight we'll let it all go. I know you wanna argue, but say.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Beautiful
yes.
voice, beautiful voice.
Thank you again for having me.
Yes.
Follow me on Instagram and Facebook at CAMMWESS. It's the same thing throughout all social media as well as YouTube. You can also contact me via the email on my Instagram. If you would like for me to come out to your schools, either virtually or in person, please contact me there.
Thank you, Cam. Guys,
yeah.
Janelle and Michelle. Oh,
Yeah.
that rhyme, y'all. Janelle and Michelle.
All right.
What do you want to say about that lineup?
Oh, just awesome. Awesome. I mean, we have so much talent here in South Carolina, and we need to showcase more of this.
Yes, we do.
What I wanted to ask you was, how do people get in touch with some of the artists that we've had on here, if they want them to come to a program or whatever?
Believe it or not, Michelle, I couldn't wait for you to ask. Cam West, Anya Dixon, Roy, and the Revelations, Jay Austin, who is the son of Richland School District 2's vice chair, the wonderful and amazing and the honorable Dr. Teresa Holmes is the mom of Jay Austin. These guys are on Spotify. They're on all of the media outlets. Of course, they're on YouTube, but these guys want to be involved in their community. So we cannot overlook this talent. Sam Campbell is still in his, I believe, middle school grades and whatnot. So we can reach out to mom for him, but he does travel. And when it comes to Kathy, oh my God, the poetic princess, we will be booking her for the next show.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
And
Hey,
David Henry.
Snaps up, honey. Snaps. You know,
She
was whenever they do spoken word, right?
She was, well, I didn't know the snap, but I sure enough pulled out the tambourine. I was ready to play. I was ready to go in over here. I had to hold myself a little bit over here, but they can check out any of these artists. But if they need direct contact, we will make ourselves available as a caucus, and it's very easy to remember how to reach us. We're SCCBSBM@gmail.com. Just drop an email. Hey, want to get in touch with Cam, and we will be sure to put you in touch with him. You can follow us on, I believe, Instagram at SCCBSBM, as well as on Facebook. Guys, we have our own South Carolina Caucus of Black School Board Members page, and this caucus is not just for school board members. You just got to be Black, okay? And you can join us because this is not an organization. This is a movement. We have purpose, and we have power. And that is what this caucus is all about. And as you can see tonight, we're going somewhere. There's Cam on. Thank you, Cam. We love you.
Thank you, Cam. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Cam.
We appreciate you being a part of tonight. But guys, anyone wanting to reach any of the performers tonight, it is nothing but a word. We will be more than happy to get you in touch with any of these amazing artists. We've been following all of the feeds of the comments, and guys, we are so excited that you are enjoying yourself. We are looking at the text messages, and we are so excited that you are enjoying yourself. But guess what, guys? The party doesn't stop tonight. We're just getting started. And that is what this weekend is all about. This weekend is not just about the talent, but tomorrow at 10 a.m., it is about to go down. Okay, Jaquel, who's coming tomorrow at 10 a.m.?
Sure, we have a panel lined up where we have the Honorable Bakari Sellers, the Honorable Annie McDaniel, the Honorable Vince Ford, and none other than Democratic strategist Anwan Seawright. So in the words of Cam, we'll save it for tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm about to go download that song.
Look, don't make me start singing now.
I'm about to go download that song.
Let me start singing a little something.
He about to blow, huh?
Guys, let me just say this. It has been amazing, and we are so excited about what this caucus is doing. Guys, the important thing about this movement is that we tell our story. For too long, we've been quiet. For too long, we've been silent. And as you can see tonight, look at the talent. And as I look at the young people performing as well as the older, you can see this legacy will continue for many, many, many more years to come. So let's get excited about what's going on in our state. Sometimes we can sit back and we can talk about all the negative things that are happening in South Carolina. But guys, we serve notice tonight on behalf of this caucus that there are some Black folk in South Carolina that's doing some great things. And this caucus plans to celebrate them. Tomorrow, as you heard my dear friend Jaquel say, you will hear from Bakari Sellers. You will hear from Vince Ford. Well, we already in trouble right there. And then you come and bring Antoine Seawright in the mix, and lady herself, Annie McDaniels, who was a powerhouse from the Fairfield County School District. Oh boy, we're in trouble. And Vince Ford, 24-year veteran to Richland School District 1, where he served right here in our capital. We are excited And I'm going to be joined tomorrow. Co-hosting with me will be my beloved brother and friend, Pastor Reverend Aaron Bishop, who is the chair of Richland County School District 1 Board of Commissioners. He will be sharing the stage with me as one of our commentators and facilitators for tomorrow's discussion as we continue to remember our past, celebrate the present, but we're getting rammed up to embrace the future. And tomorrow we've got a very special performance that we will be showcasing of one of our very own superintendents. So you want to be here tomorrow to hear, so you can find out how you too can get this brother's music. We are so excited about tonight. Hey, Brian, good to see you guys on. Kathy, thank you for being with us.
Thank you all.
Before we close, guys, are there any final words before we go to one more commercial break, guys? We've got to tell our sponsors thank you. Jamie Shad, our former vice president of Blue Caucus, we love you, man. Story and Walker, Overture Walker, we love you. Eric Davis of Early Bird, we love you. Aubrey Gibson of volunteer.com. An awesome program for free, guys, for your school districts where your children can log in all of their volunteer hours and be able to submit that for employment. Guys, let's jump on it. These sponsors are the real deal. And they didn't have to support this program. They didn't have to be a part of this. But because they believe in the power of the Black power and the Black voice, they stepped up to the plate to make sure that this program was a success. And guys, it was a success. I had to go get my juice, my towel. Praise God. I had to go get my juice and my towel. It got hot up in here. Like Cam said, save it for tomorrow.
Save it for tomorrow.
But the poetic princess told us freedom wasn't free.
What?
We had church up in here.
We sure did.
And little Samuel told us that I believe that children are the future. He said, teach them well and let them lead the way.
Yeah.
Preach tonight, Cheryl.
And then what did Roy tell us? What did he tell us?
We got to pull together.
We got to pull together. In what? In the stormy weather. Well, right now, guys, we in stormy weather, but it's okay because we are learning as an African-American community that we are stronger together. And as the word of God tells us, it tells us one can chase 1,000, but it says two can put 10,000 in flight. So let's just imagine what we can do if we pull together. And I'm not going to get started because this caucus already know me.
That's right, Cheryl. We know.
All we need is a chord.
Let it go.
Put her in C. Just put her in C.
I'm going to put it in C, okay? But guys, join us tomorrow at 10 a.m. sharp. You do not want to miss this panel. And we promise you, we are determined to hold this thing to 1 hour. And then come on back on Sunday evening. We're going to let you worship at your church on Sunday morning. But Sunday evening, guys, we have the gospel legends performing for us live. Guys, 5-time Stellar nominee and the one and the only Senator, Pastor Darrell Jackson of Bible Way Church, Atlas Road, will be bringing our message on Sunday evening. You do not want to miss this event. You want to be here. So make sure you hit that subscribe button that will notify you when we are live. And we are just getting started. This weekend is just starting what this caucus channel is all about. You're going to see a whole lot more talent on this station from across this state because we're about to start the Jaquel and Michelle show. And we're going to be hosting this hopefully on a monthly basis. We're going to be bringing in talent so that you can see the diamonds, the rubies, the pearls that exist within the beautiful state of South Carolina. Y'all, let's pause right quick before we say goodbye. And let's thank our sponsors one more time as we view their commercials.
Jones, and this is my assistant, Stemmy. STEM is all around us. Early Bird Kids make STEM relevant, simple, and fun for elementary students using the LEARN model. LEARN is literacy, edutainment, application, and reinforced normatives. Early Bird Kids engages and exposes children to real-life engineering experiences like our new Everblock building experience. Early Bird Kids provides an innovative way to spark an interest in elementary students and inspire them to learn and pursue STEM. Our books' reading levels are based on Lexile measurements. IBK is STEM.org certified. Today's students are tomorrow's pioneers. STEM competencies are critically important for our kids' long-term survival. Early Bird Kids develops STEM content for K through 3rd grades, including books, live shows, STEM television shows, and mobile STEM expos for school districts and parents across the nation. We want to help you light the STEM passion in our children. So let's get it done together. Visit us at earlybirdkids.com.
Guys, we couldn't have done it without them. Guys, before we let you go, any last comments, Michelle?
Oh, I just wanted to say that this was an awesome program. Thank you, Cheryl. I know that this was your brainchild, this was your baby, and I'm glad to see that it was successful. I was watching all of the comments, and I really enjoyed the talent that was showcased tonight. And I wanted to represent, Black History Month. You see, I got on my African garb, right?
Yes, you look amazing.
Yeah. But thank you for asking me to be a part of this.
Yes.
It was just awesome.
So glad you can join us, Michelle. And I hope you'll go get some rest so you can get up at 10 o'clock in the morning, okay? Jaquel, any last comments from the youngest school board member in the state of South Carolina right now, 27 years old, representing the babies? What you want to say, Jaquel?
Cheryl, I honestly want to say that I appreciate the opportunity to share this platform with you and Michelle tonight, as well as the other members of the caucus. You keep making mention about me being the youngest member in the state. I want to say, Cheryl, that I appreciate the opportunity and for having a seat at the table.
Right.
One of the things across this state that is known that you all see from all of our school board conferences and conventions is that there is a need for young people to be involved in all areas of local, state, and federal government. So one thing I want to say to people that are watching, please encourage young people in your community that are involved in their district. Encourage them to run for school board. It's one of those offices that is very quiet. People don't truly understand the power of a school board of trustees. But everybody that's watching us tonight, I want you to encourage some young person to get involved in the political arena, get involved in their local school district by running for a school board when that opportunity comes. Another thing I want to share with you all is representing for the babies again. Make sure that you all share with everybody to like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, so that you all are up to date with not just the things that are going on within the caucus, but the things that are going on in education. It's better to hear it from your people, hear our take on it, help you understand things that may be miscommunicated or not necessarily communicated the correct way. So make sure that you all support this caucus. Thank you all for joining us tonight. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you, President Harris. Thank you, Miss Michelle, for sharing this platform. Everybody have a good night because it's 9:16. We got to go to sleep so we can be up in the morning to make sure that we are all tuned in. No excuses. Make sure you guys share our flyer on Facebook so that people know that this is going on, that they know that this is happening right now and that they can tune in and watch tomorrow morning as well as on Sunday evening as well.
Amen. Well, Michelle and Jaquel, you summed it all up. I can't begin to say thank you to all of the school board members that are watching, that work behind the scenes to help make this possible. Dr. Holmes, Teresa Holmes, Aaron Bishop, Queenie Board, our treasurer, who's just an angel, Melvin Strobel, so many that I could call out tonight that's been working with us, Brian, who will be joining us later on this week, and our Vice President, Sylvia Harrison, who couldn't be with us tonight. We just want to say thank you to all of you because I know, as Michelle said, this was my brain trust, and when I think it up, the thing about this caucus is we put it into action and we made it happen. So I am overjoyed tonight as the president of this caucus to have such an amazing team, not working behind me, but working beside me. So let's keep it going. Let's keep the momentum going. And some may say, well, what does all of this have to do with educating the child? But guys, believe it or not, this is a part of educating the child. We have to understand and know who we are. And we have to understand and know the value of being in black skin. There's nothing wrong with black skin. As a matter of fact, black skin is very powerful. So once we realize our power, can no one sell us for short or sell us cheap when we know our price?
It's true.
And I'll say that again. I often tell my girls that when you know your value, no one can sell you short. But when you know who you are as an African American, as a black person, or whatever you want to call yourselves, no one can sell you short. We are more than the bottom. We are more than the laggers. We are more than being at the back of the bus. We're now driving the bus. We're now building the bus. We're now designing the bus. That is who we are. And until we realize who we are, we will never ever rise up, as the song says. But we're going to keep rising because there's some people that have taken the mantle, such as Jaquel and Michelle and so many others in the South Carolina Black Caucus have taken the mantle to move the children of this state, our African-American children, our minority children, forward, to let them know that there is hope. We will rise up together. So at the end of the day, we thank you. God bless you. Sleep well, sleep tight, continue to stay safe. Remember to continue to social distance. You didn't have to social distance tonight because you're at your own house. So y'all don't put us out there that we was all on the camera together with no mask. We at our own house. Even though my paint looked just like Jaquel's. He's at his house and I'm at mine. Amen. Praise the Lord. So guys, good night to everyone. We will see you bright eye and bushy tail at 10 a.m. in the morning for the panel discussion on remembering our past, celebrating our present, and what? Embracing the future. Good night, guys.
Yes.